Well, welcome my live stream viewers. Here is a gloaming walk, which a gloaming is the word, that a Scottish word for the sun going down, the beginning of the start of the sun going down, which is really what this is. And we are just outside Kirkintilloch. Hi Tony. So this is, there's quite a bit to the time that it will be quite interesting. We will be going over there. We're going to be going over there. That's where we will be. So now it's just quite, there's a couple of planes up in the sky. Hello Dee. And there's a new building going on. This is quite a popular bit just outside Glasgow. It's about 11 miles from Glasgow. I have this little walk. There's a golf course. There's a golfer playing down in the golf course. He's practicing. So maybe not say too much in case it puts him off. So I'll be able to speak a wee bit more further round, but I'm just going out doing my 10,000 steps. So this is probably a 6,000 steps walk I'll be doing, but this is the Lenzie golf course here. So I'll be walking over from Auchinloch into Lenzie. Yeah. So here's the golf course. And the that's the golf course. I've played this since I was a little boy. Don't play it now. Prefer to go for a walk. And there's this bit there is across the road to walk across the road. It is a pretty area. Loads of golf courses around about this part of Scotland. It's so golf course is always quite a nice place to walk. Just walk up. So just walking across the road. Now, it is a nice looking course, yes. There's this hill, they sometimes sledge down this hill in winter. Now here's the little path. And the hill is called the Alma for some reason. Is there an Alma in Texas? Alma somewhere. So this path. Now there is, if you look over there, there is a nice, yeah, there's a really nice sunset coming down. So I know I've missed the midsummer, but I was over in the Royal Highland Show, so I missed that. Now is the picture okay? People are saying the Go Live, yeah, YouTube Live is a better picture. I don't know if that's the case. This is a path that this part got flooded not this part, but just the bit I'll be going over to. So here, this is just a nice part. You usually get foxes and different things. It's a farmer's field. There's a little primary school. But then this is looking over to Glasgow eventually. But we should get a good picture, we should get a good setting. These hills are the Campsie Hills. There used to be a Iron Age hill fort right up there. And there's the golf course again. But we got a better view of the golf course and the clubhouse. It's down here. Around the 1880s this golf course was founded. one of 3 courses in this town. This town's got 3 golf courses, and we're close to about 17 others. So if you're into golf, this is your place. Now, well, I can play golf, but I've been playing golf since I was about 4. So I don't. My son plays, but I tend to not particularly play now. But let's just see. Let's see what this bit is. Here's a wee bit. You're supposed to go across quickly. So this is the 18th. Goes down there, and that's the green down there, and that's the clubhouse. But we'll see a wee bit more of the clubhouse. But what I like particularly are the views over. We're coming to a little loch. This is Auchinloch, the town I'm just leaving. And yeah, it's a nice part. This is where I stay here. This is now, there's a nice, wonder if I can, I don't know if I can do, I don't think it's coming out, the colour's not really coming out in the, now here we are, here's the loch. Loch's down here. GLASGOW it's called. And it's really quite pretty. It's nice for a walk. Nobody else out. And there's a farm. This was a farm that was converted into a number of houses. But as you see it, let's just see how. So that sky, it's not coming over, but it's really intensely, really, really red. Let's see if I can see it. That's a bit better, yeah. So this is, now the loch flooded. There's a little tunnel that you can go up, which when I was a boy, we used to go up the tunnel. Now it's just the farm, that's a farm there. You see that farm just down there? Now the lights. There's the farm just down there. And there's a water tunnel that overflows the loch and goes down into a burn, a little stream. So now Glasgow's just over the hill. It's probably about, well, the heart of Glasgow's probably, the start of Glasgow's maybe 7 miles away. So just a really nice part of the country this is. So I thought, so this is, is the picture okay? We get loads of geese. It is really lovely here. This is Auchinloch, Lenzie, Lenzie. I think I've got it on. Still good picture, great, good. Because I know Periscope sometimes can play up. It's now that field is barley. That's a field of barley. Let's just see. You can. That usually will go into whiskey. You can see barley. Beer or whiskey. It's so it's a nice wee hill. You come. It's a decent walk. But there's another farm. The farms are all mostly on the hilltops. Good drainage. But let's see if we can turn it. Let's see if we can turn it sideways. Rotate device. Yeah. Now wait a minute. Now, is that showing up? I think I think they go. Now we'll just. That might be. Now I can't read. Nope. Has it gone? Love good whiskey. We're sideways now. Good. Now, and let's get a look over at this skyline. Lauren would be proud of me. It's just, it's not coming out all that, it's intensely, it's much redder. It's a pink, salmon pink. Let's see if I, what? Such a nice skyline. It's 10 o'clock here, 10 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to turn it back round. Turn back the other way, yeah. Now we're starting, yeah. We to turn our head, yeah. Oh, wait a minute, let me bring that down. Yeah, that's better. So there's now that's the up there is the clubhouse. 5 p.m. here, yeah. Oh well, yeah, it's 5 hours. Now, do you know Tony? I know Lauren knows you. Lauren was waxing lyrically about you two. Glad that you are back on and seeing you. So, which I was too. So there's this one's a foxglove. That's a foxglove. That's a poisonous plant. Digitalis. This is digitalis. So that is poisonous, but as you can see the bells. Let's see if I just go round. Let's see if it makes a good picture. So anyway, I'll walk on. I'm doing my... Now I might walk you. I live in Charlotte. Where, Dee, I thought you were in some... You're not... You're in one of the Carolinas. East Coast, USA time. But whereabouts are you, Dee? We're on the Periscope to go live feed. I'm supposed to have put this on. Maryland. Ah, yes. So you are near Mike Richards. Are you close to? He's in Washington, I think. Is that right? Are you on the Potomac? Now there's a bit more of the golf course. It used to flood. They spent a lot of money stopping it flooding. I'm going to change my hand. My hand's getting sore, so I'm going to change. There, that's better. And again, just pan round. Quite often it's really DC. Oh, it's as far as that. Ah, right. My friend's wife comes from Maryland. I think they might be in the Potomac, maybe. It's Maryland anyway. They fly into Washington for their plane, for their airport. There's the golf course. There's the clubhouse up there, and you can see there's some nice housing on that little field that's been there 35 years. And there's the golf course stretching out. So I'm going to walk up here. This is Victoria Road. This is one of the nicest roads in the area, old Victorian, northeastern part. So northeastern. So is that not near? Is that quite close to Washington? Could that be? Mike Richards is in Alexandria. Is that quite close? He sings, and I think he was on one of the groups, but he's more on Periscope now. My D. Maybe, is that? So, followed you, excellent. Yeah, I'll follow each other. This is what Tony and Kim are great social media of the right sort. Always good, always positive, always helpful, always fabulous people, aren't you? You know who I'm talking about, aren't you? So we have is in Annandale, Virginia. Ah, yeah, it's Virginia. That's right. It's Virginia. That's what it is. I got that wrong. Yeah, that's Alexandria, Virginia. That's where Mike is. Well, he's a super musician, great singer, writes his own songs too, and can play fabulous songs. I saw him I was watching Claire Means and it was Summit Live, I think, in San Francisco. She's closer. She is closer. That is, I think was it San Francisco, Sunday, somewhere, California, and they were jamming afterwards. So another one was Calvin Thomas. There's absolute quality on sound, on musicians. So I think Periscope might be quite good for them, so long as it's actually legitimate. So now we've got got some golfers that are just practicing. Yeah, it's got to be legitimate for it to. They've got to be able to make a living. They can't just get tiny amounts of payments. So I've got customers over here, over there, customers. Some in here. And there was a bit of I don't mind. A lot of them call me Soapy Jim. So both, whatever you like. The Corny Man. I even get called Ian, which was my dad's name because they get me mixed up for my dad. I'm easy. I don't. But Jim or James, they're both right. So, but I think Soapy Jim's quite good because actually it's a slight joke because there used to be. Now here's the road, and that's going into the golf course. So we're just going to cross. Now this is Victoria Road. It's named after Queen Victoria. Where did it go? There's Victoria Road. Now we just start up. So these are Victorian mansions. Oh, pardon me. Now I won't really look into people's houses, but you'll get an idea. So I'm just managing to get my steps. Thank you. Yeah. So this is the refuse, the bin lorry. We call it the bin lorry. It comes tomorrow. So and then there's some nice houses. The bin lorry, they come every fortnight for the main. We call it rubbish, but you'll say probably garbage. Green ones are for gardening waste, and the black ones are for general rubbish. You'd call it garbage. Just much like what I talk. Garbage, yes. So there's some nice. There's some nice. I don't know. Nice piece of sculpture, really. Actually, I might take you. We have recycled the other two bins in between are the recycling bins. So it's very close to. This is where I take my children come up to practice, to learn to drive up this way. I'm going to go across the road. Hi David. All right. How are you? That's a new thing you've got. It is, yeah. Now, so that's some these lovely housing. They've all got great stonework. Some of the Victorian architecture that would be in Glasgow was also out here, so they have a lot of interesting gate posts and so forth. I'm going to take you around to another one. This is what's called, this is the Gentleman's Club, and it's a snooker. It's a snooker table in here. But so this is Victoria Road. This is Albert. This next one's called Albert. So it's all very patriotic and regal. So it's a little street. But I'm going to show you. I'm going up to a bit where my childminder lives. And still lives actually, but she's got good gates. So let's just see. The big tree there is a yew tree. So there's some pretty little housing. And again, here's. It's dark here outside, is it? Ah, well, we're quite high. We're quite far north. It'll probably not get dark properly for another hour. So this is, I think it's an Egyptian theme. These ones had. And there's just a sort of Egyptian theme that's going on. Then this is a yew tree up here. But again, so it's quite a lovely. So, but it's a sort of dead end. I've got my customers up this way. This is a wee quiet street. So we'll go. There's a few more gateposts and parts of Lenzie. It is a nice area. So, hi, hello. So we just come down again, down to Victoria Road, and this house here is supposed to be the biggest house in Lenzie. There was a famous singer lived here. He was famous in Scotland then. It was Kenneth McKellar. This is where he lived, and anyone who would have known Scottish songs, but this is where there's a swimming pool in there. So that's, and look at the gates. It's got great gates, much more modern, but Macri Moor. But you can see it's got a botanical theme going on. Well, it's a circular route. So that's a really nice house. I didn't do many steps today. This is on my new phone, and I'm halfway between my old. Yeah, this you might well see it. I'll just cross the road. You can't really see this one, but it's a big house. It's all nice round about here. But yeah, that's the one that's got a nice swimming pool, which is really rare in Scotland. But this type of house is more the traditional one. These were the houses that were they were the merchants who came out to Lenzie. These houses really were the foundation of Lenzie. There would have been a few houses already there, but these ones would be big mansions that if they moved out here, they got free railway pass for a number of years. And here's a little letterbox. Got a letterbox here. It's full of little green areas. Where does the sun comes up about there and goes round to there. So that's east. East is down there. So I will maybe. So there's a telephone box. No, sorry, a post box. That's last collection Monday to Friday 9 AM, Saturday 7 AM, and that's the Queen's Queen's Head. They say it's Queen Elizabeth the second in a lot of boxes, but it's not actually the second. She's only the first of Scotland. We only had one Queen Elizabeth, so it should be the second and first. Now here are a few more of these gate posts. This is a different style again. I think this might be again. It might be possibly sort of Greeky type things. Now the road, that's another nice, that goes down again. I'm just going to cross. Is it light? It's light about 4 AM. It gets light about 4. It's fairly far north. There's another nice house. It's another nice one. Some of them are divided into flats, but this is going down. Down here is the railway station. I might just take you to the railway station. But again, another nice big house. And I just like the gates are down. So they're picking on baronial styles, I think, Scottish baronial. The architects went to town, but they had a lot of money to spend on things. It's not much dark. No, but we have a lot in winter. It goes, it's like Norway, it gets dark quite early. And these are nice gate posts. They lost a lot of their ironwork in the Second World War. They cut all these things down for the war effort, and they used all the iron to. There was a requirement for iron. Now here's another. Right, now there's another nice gate. This is a nice. There's a nice wee castellation, I think you might call that. With again, just into a nice house. So that's a nice. I like that one. And these little things here, that's to do with water. Now, if you call out, that there is the water. If the fire brigade need water, they go and they look at that, and it tells them where that is, or something. It was a simpler style, but beautiful. That's a beautiful one too. Nice tree. And just change your time. Yeah, that is a nice house. That's and then there's another. Well, we do that too. It's Greenwich Mean Time changes to. We add it's spring forward. In spring the clocks go forward, and in fall it's fall back. So there's another one. There's that. Now that's got a crow's step. This part of the roof, the gables, a crow's step gable. I missed some. Now these ones over here, these gate posts are different again. A ball, and that's more like a church end to it. See this one? Let's just see. Roads are nice and quiet here just now. See, that's got a sort of, it's like a church roof type style. It's not the manse. Don't know why, it was maybe just picked up in a church style. And this one here has been, this is quite a new house. Well, the main house has been extended. It's the most beautifully extended house, this one. Very sympathetic and a wonderful architecture. So let's see if there's. I didn't do that. Yeah, that's yeah. Again, now the railway's down here. Now I'm just going to come back because there are some nice ones. The railway station's just here, just down there. But I'm going to come down. There's some interesting things down here. This is, what's that called? Which one is this? This is Beechmount Road. So Beachmount is a mix of housing they've put in. Now there's this one that's been extended. You see that it's really sympathetically extended. This part there's all new, and you wouldn't really be able to tell. There's a gap there. That's the old and that's the new. So I commend that piece of architecture. You'd call this a leafy suburb. Commuter belt. A lot of people go to either Edinburgh from here or mainly Glasgow. That's quite a big garden. That garden goes right down. So this house it's got a few range of styles here now. There's Regent Square. It's all Victorian. And down here is the bowling club. These would more be a sort of mews type house. Originally I think they were used for horses and stabling. Now I love this one. This has got real character. It's been, I'm not really sure what it was, if it was always, but that would almost fit in to harmony of Cindy's. That would almost fit into sort of harmony type style. And where Cindy is it Indiana or somewhere? Hiya Basil, how are you? Well, this is Lindsay, and I'm doing a walking tour around Lindsay with some architectural features I'm picking out. Is she Oklahoma? Ah. Well, this is Basil. Welcome to Tony and Dee. Dee is in Maryland, and Tony's from Charlotte. So this is another nice little street. So this one has they've been putting in more modern houses in between. And this is a nice architect design. This is fairly newly, it's been done the last 3 years, but it's quite simple. For 3 weeks in July. Ah, very good. So where are they going? Oh, now I've got low battery light, so let's just take a wee bit of a wider view of this one, because it's a. So I may just have to. I love this space. Yeah, there is loads of space. This part they put in loads of space. This is an old prehistoric or pre-Jurassic cliff. This part, this is what the sea would be at one time, would have been coming up to this part. This would have been going down to the seashore. I'll just watch this way. So there's some nice houses there too. Again, that's a different gate post. I think you may well have seen most of them with interesting gate posts. There's one, that's a very standard, that's very typically Scottish. In fact, you probably see quite a few like that over in Northern Ireland. The vernacular could be similar in Northern Ireland. We've got this sandstone that the quarry, but let no under, I will, but they let no moss under know how they on a whip it round tour. This is when they go walking. This is for the dog poo. They put that in there, and it saves. You see, there's really no dog poo in any of the pavements. Sidewalks we'd call pavements. So this was the old cliff face, and yeah. So that we're going down. This would be the beach I'd be walking along, but this little hill is a devil in icy weather because it gets stuck. We carry dog. Do you not get it? Well, the council come round and take the. Now there's another. Well, there's quite a nice one. They've got a nice wee architectural gate flourish at the top. So that's what we have that service. So there's another one over there. So they're allowed to, there's no real excuse for having dog poo. It's a bit unhealthy. They'll probably do, I would imagine they'll do that in Northern Ireland too, Basil, would they? So, now, so I think we'll maybe just finish off the, that's me reached the sort of, the prehistoric beach level. So this is turned into a beach scope, and I'm coming up to Beach Mount, different type of beach. It's a beech tree. And again, there's some nice houses up the corner. And my low battery is coming up, so it might just cut off, but I'll probably do a proper finish to it. So that's a more modern house, and these houses would be facing on the road. But the series of mansions, and these gate posts are more normal. So let me. So here, this is Glen Head. We've been down Beach Mount. I get mixed up. It's quite a steep hill here. So, right, okay, I'm just going to call. I don't know if this finishes. I'm just looking for a decent. Let me just see. I'll just do that. I don't know. So, thank you for following me, and I'll stop now.